The general election is less than 3 months away, and one of the positions you'll be voting for, you'll see on the ballot coming up in November, is Secretary of State. Joining us in the studio right now is current Secretary of State Mac Warner. He's held this position since 2017, and he is a Republican seeking re-election. And also joining us is his opponent, Natalie Tennant. She held the position for 2 terms from 2009 through 2017. So thank you both for joining us in the studio. We have 4 minutes on the clock, and I have a question for each of you. You'll have 2 minutes to answer. The clock starts now. Ms. Tennant, I'll start with you. Why are you the most qualified person for this job?
Thank you, Melinda, and thanks for having us and watching, folks. I'm running for re-election, not to take back the office, but to take it forward, and I have that experience in doing that because I want to see a West Virginia just like you that welcomes businesses and diversity and respects workers and embraces innovation. We haven't seen that in the last 4 years in the Secretary of State's office, with so many things that have been left undone when he's had 4 years to do it. And that's why I'm the best person to do this, because I'm known as an innovator. My track record is I have streamlined the office, I modernized it, and I did it while saving money also and giving it back to the taxpayers. And that's what I'll do for our businesses. He likes to tout that he started the business one-stop shop, but I can tell you and I can show you the record that we have starting in 2013 and then working with Republicans and Democrats to get a bill passed to help our businesses. He's had 4 years to get 3 agencies on board, and he's failed to do that. He has failed to implement automatic voter registration. So I want you to remember those things, that in these 4 years he hasn't gotten the job done. But the most egregious thing is the fact that his first day on the job, he illegally fired 16 people. Then he went on to cost the state $4 million, and it would have been more. So that's what you need to think about. If you've ever been wronged by an employer or ever been left without cause or let go without cause, then you understand where these employees are coming from. With total disregard, he fired them. He did not even interview them himself. He had a lobbyist do that. So that's why I'm the best person to be Secretary of State, because I have the energy, the enthusiasm, and the innovation that I've shown. And I know that we can do this, West Virginia. I'll be brave so West Virginia can be bold. It'll take courage, cooperation, and vision. I know we can do this, West Virginia. I believe in you.
All right. And Mr. Warner, you also have 2 minutes. Why are you the most qualified person for this job?
Well, Melinda, again, thank you for hosting this discussion. It's a very important opportunity for the voters of West Virginia to hear the various candidates and their various positions and their qualifications. I'm the most qualified person for this job because of the experience I bring to this job. I have a career of professional service, beginning at the United States Military Academy at West Point, on through 23 years of legal service within the U.S. military, followed by State Department time, 5 years in Afghanistan. And what those experiences taught me were a variety of things. First, in the military, you learn to properly staff any action. You take it through personnel, the intelligence, the operations, the logistics. Before you take any action, you make sure that the staff is prepared, you have the funding, you have the logistics means to move troops to battle and so forth. I also learned that when you go into battle, you're fighting with the army you have, not the one you wish to have. So as I looked to going into the Secretary of State's office, I wanted to make sure the right people were on board, and there was an abysmal record prior to my arriving with regard to failed leadership time and time again. I actually spoke to managers within that office, and they recommended the removal of certain people, and that's exactly what I did so that we could get on and get the accomplishments of the people tackled from the very beginning. The State Department time taught me to socialize issues, that is with civil society, the other agencies, the non-governmental agencies, the international partners, the people up and down the line, the Department of Justice and other entities, U.S. government agencies. And when you do that, then when you take action, you're not stepping on other people's toes. Here in the Secretary of State's job, that's exactly what I do with the county clerks, the 55 county clerks. I work with the governor's office, the West Virginia Attorney General's office, FBI, the U.S. Attorney. We work with all of those people before we take action, such as we did with the Anti-Fraud Task Force. That's why I'm the most qualified person, and again, I thank you for this opportunity to talk.
All right, and thank you both for joining us. And for the full interview, please tune in this Sunday at 9 a.m. on In Focus to hear more from Ms. Tennant and Secretary of State Mac Warner. Stay with us. We'll be right back.